When I was 19 years old, I went into treatment for substance abuse and an eating disorder, and I spent about 6 months in treatment, and it was a really, really difficult process for me. And I think what I found the hardest part about the process was being labeled and being told that I have a problem and that it was never going to go away and that I was going to live as an alcoholic and an addict for the rest of my life. And it was terrifying and it was life-changing. And I really had to take that time to look at myself. I'm now 43 years old, and I don't believe everything that I was taught in treatment. I believe that I went through a phase, and I also believe that, I'm still not drinking or taking drugs, and I'm very cognizant of what I eat. But I do believe what was majorly missed while I was in treatment was the fact that I was actually sexually abused at the age of 6. And I'd completely forgotten that it had happened. It had completely blocked it out of my mind. I had no memory of anything when I was 6 years old. And I carried trauma. And I only really recognized that I had trauma when I went into a really safe therapeutic space, which was around the age of 20, 21. And I started a relationship with a therapist and a counselor, and I was able to talk about my life and my family and what I'd really gone through. And only about 4 or 5 months into that counseling process did I start uncovering the fact that I was really struggling as a kid. Like, I was extremely anxious, extremely stressed. I was really struggling with food already from a young age and comfort eating. And only when I started feeling safe in my counseling space did the memories start returning. The memories are not back fully, but at least now I can start putting a face to what had happened, and I can start recognizing that there was definitely sexual abuse and sexual assault and rape from a really young age. It was by a family member, and it was an extremely traumatic experience. And what led on from there was the fact that I didn't have a safe family. So I had no one to tell what was happening to me or actually explain how I was feeling and how unsafe I was feeling. And that's led me down this journey where I don't believe that addiction exists without trauma. I believe that addiction exists with trauma. So, which is part of why I started TherapyNow, because I believe that we need to look deeper. And when we start looking at people, or people start coming to us, which we've got already, talking about their addiction and concerns around their addiction, to actually look deeper and what is going on for them and really listen to their story and where they're at. So as a counselor and the owner of TherapyNow, we are not here to put a label on you. I'm here to hear your story, and so are the rest of the counselors at TherapyNow. Be brave. We're here to support you. Reach out.